I don't know if you guys can see me. It's freaking almost 5:30 a.m. and I'm sitting in my car right now trying to warm it up because it's freaking cold. I live in Florida. You may have heard about our weather. It's pretty bipolar. Some days it's freezing. Other days it feels like you can go to the beach. Yeah, it's one of those weeks. And it's also why everyone always stays choked up and coughing and sneezing. And even myself, I'm just now getting over the crud that I had last week that had me down. And yeah, this is great. So I'm going to work and I'm about 20 minutes earlier than I usually leave. I woke up a little bit earlier than I wanted to. Usually when I get up in the morning, I'll check my emails, I'll check my messages on Facebook and see if I have any messages on Instagram, because I get quite a few business inquiries from social media, so I check them out first, and then I just get up and get myself ready. Well, this morning I woke up to a couple of friend requests, and there was this one in particular friend request. We've all been there before. We accept people in which we don't know who they are, just because, not necessarily because you want to get to know them, but just because it's just Facebook. Facebook is not real. It's just like MySpace. You add as many people as you want to, and I think I'm about 50 people away from being maxed out anyway on Facebook. So once that happens, the friend requests are going to stop. So I can't wait for that. But anyway, I accepted this friend request from this person, female, and not long after that, I would say about maybe 10 minutes or so, this person was like, sending me messages already, like, hi, hello. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get up, wash my face, and stuff like that. So I look at my phone again. I have an Android, and unlike the iPhone, when you get messages from Messenger, excuse me, this little circle pops up of the person or the icon of the person in which is sending you a message. So I look at my phone, and it's like 5 messages from the same person. So I'm like, okay, red flag number 1. So I click on them, and I see these videos. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? This woman sent video of her masturbating and touching herself and pictures. I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, what possessed you to send this to somebody in which, number 1, you don't even know me like that. Number 2, I just accepted your friend request. What made you send this type of stuff to me? Number 3, why are you putting yourself out on the internet? Now, this is definitely not the first time this has happened to me. I blocked her, When people do things like that, I block them. Some guys may be like, oh, yeah, I don't talk about, man. You give me them news. You even send me them pictures. Nah, man, I don't have time for all that. Okay, number 1, I'm married. I got a wife. This March, it'll be 15 years since we've been together. So I'm not really trying to screw that up. Number 2, not everybody gets off on that type of stuff. Like, I don't appreciate it whatsoever. I just don't. I think that is desperate. I think that is pathetic. And I think that a lot of women these days have just truly lost the identity of what it means to be a woman. Like, I remember, like, back in the days women didn't do things like this. I mean, there were always those women out there who were fast and hot in the pants and all that, whatever term you want to use. They've always been here, okay? But now it's like every other woman, it seems like, is doing that. And it's always the ones in which you never expect. Like last week, I had a woman send me pictures of her breasts. Beautiful woman. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? Like, I didn't ask for this. I never, ever, ever, ever asked for this. I never asked for these pictures. I never asked for these videos. I just don't ask. I don't. But you have these women who send these pictures anyway. All right, let me go ahead and say something right quick. And it's not to toot my own horn or anything of that nature. You know, in this world, it seems like when you look a certain way, like if you're attractive or you have a nice physique, people tend to throw themselves at you. Like, I'm a pro bodybuilder, you know. I got some pictures on my profile that show my physique, this and that and the third. And that seems to be appealing to a lot of females and even males, unfortunately. But when they see those pictures, they think, oh, this guy's hot, so let me go ahead and throw it at him, you know, and see what he says, see what he does, you know, see if I can get some pictures. Because the person in which you sent the pictures this morning, I mean, maybe it's not early wherever this person is, but it's freaking 5:30 a.m. and she sent pictures like that and video too, and had the nerve to ask like for a video back or a photo back. I'm like, you must be smoking crack, man. You're not about to get nothing out of me sending you no pictures, sending you no videos. Are you serious? Like, I'm up to put myself out there for the world to see, for the internet to crucify me, and I personally don't even feel comfortable even being filmed in that type of way. So I don't understand the logic. I don't. But I just think that we are in a moral decline. Now, you know what? I take that back. I don't think we're in a moral decline. I know that we are in a moral decline in this society. Sex has been, the meaning and the purpose for sex has been completely distorted. You know, we have things like pornography that pretty much make a mockery of sex. You know, we got things like social media that makes sex very easy to access. And it's just not hard at all anymore. Like, not difficult whatsoever. Like, you don't even need Playboy magazine anymore. You don't need to watch or pay for, like, just sexual stuff to watch on the internet, because you got social media now. They pretty much throw it at you, and that's just what it is. And it's sad. Ladies, you gotta have some self-respect for yourself. I mean, I know it's not every woman out there, but there's a lot of women that are doing this, and it's very sad. It's sad. Take it from me as a man, okay? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta get ready to go. When you send those type of videos and those type of pictures to a man, that man is not in love with you. He will never love you. He will never respect you. He's only going to see you as a sexual object, and that's it, okay? There's just no way in the world that you know, exploiting yourself is the way of reeling in a man. It doesn't work. It's never worked. It never will work, okay? If you want a good man, that's definitely not the way of going about it. And maybe some of these women are not even looking for a man. Maybe they're just like hypersexual and they just want to see, you know, another man as far as like sexually. I don't know. But I just know that, you know, out of men and women, most of the time it's the females who are looking to settle down or looking for a husband, and more so than the men. There's some men out there who are looking to settle down too, but I know that that's definitely not the right way to go about it. Have some self-respect for yourself, ladies. You know, you don't have to put yourself out there. You know, conceal what you have. God intended for your body to be for the eyes of the man in which you got married to or you get married to. Not for the world to see. Everyone doesn't deserve to see your body. Everyone doesn't deserve to see your private parts. Those are private parts for a reason. Like, that's sacred. Okay? That's not for everyone to see. But the type of society in which we live in, it's so sexually charged and it's so for sex that it's very difficult to believe that it's wrong because it's so socially accepted. But it is wrong. It's never been right. It's just one of those things in which people just can't get enough of, and they push it and they push it and they push it because they say sex sells, and it actually does, unfortunately. But sex should have never been for sale, and it should have never been on display. But here in 2019, it's not a thing. So it's scary to think that it's like this now, and it didn't used to be like this like many years ago. And it begs the question, you know, where are things going to be in another 10 to 15 to 20 years? You know, what are people going to do? I think people are just going to start having sex in the middle of the street, to be honest with you, because we are living in the last days, and this is like Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, they were doing things in public. Okay, they were doing things in public, and that's one of the reasons that God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, because of their immorality. The world is headed in that same direction. So, you know, just some food for thought. Peace.